You know, as I sit here and I let this scroll through on Aune's main store page, I love nearly everything they put out. Is just, they got a couple items, the Yuki dongle, and then these headphones, and then the fucking Flamingo DAC with the tube that you could turn on and off, and it's a preamp. And then the M1P is like my goat. It's just the goat player. And then it's sitting next to the S17 headphone amp, the Class A, that's like, just what the fuck is Aune smoking? Oh, hold on, I gotta move this to the done so the people in the wallpaper horde will get it. Right now, this second, my server over there is going, something's changed. All right, sync, and now everyone's getting that wallpaper. So you can be in the wallpaper horde too. Just Resilio sync in the description. Anyway, these are the Aune Flamingo AR5000 because someone from a Futurama writing room decided that what's a good name for our first headphone? The AR5000. Isn't that a gun from RoboCop? No? Okay, whatever. They look beautiful. I brought this box out because I'm like, wow, this box looks amazing. This picture. And it's like, oh, I just show the headphones because they're the same thing. So let's put this box down. Here's the instruction manual on how to adjust them in Chinese and in English, where all they change is the word headband adjustment, cable installment, then that's it. And this is in a plastic like condom. So that cardboard, and it's thick cardboard, will last a while. And by the way, here is the brown. I haven't seen brown like satin for a headphone ever. Good, put this on the floor. We're done with the packing. The headphones themselves. I am not currently using the stock cable. Here is the stock cable. It's fine with a capital F. This is a $300 set of headphones for those of you who are questioning it or haven't clicked the description yet. I believe this is the adapter it comes with because it doesn't look to be the Dunu ones, although it does look a lot like the Dunu ones, but it doesn't label Dunu, and it matches the silver. So you get your 1/4 inch adapter, which is very nice. You get your 3.5 millimeter cable. It's cloth. It's a double cloth. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. It's literally fine. Like, you'd have no problem with this. I'm just an asshole, and I'm like, this isn't a Viking weave cable, or in this case, what I've changed it out to is my $300 Purple Asylum cable with adapters on it. This is peasantry cable. It's fine. Dual 3.5 millimeter. I can't thank companies enough for just making, please, people of the world, let's do two things. Let's make blue LEDs the default power LED, not a thing, even though we all love blue LEDs and how hard they were to make. And let's make fucking 3.5 into headphones the standard, please. Anyway, so I took this cable off. It's fine. You get to use any cable you want. I wanted to go balancer these, and they're pretty enough that I thought maybe upgrading the cable would be a thing. It also comes with a headphone stand, which you have to assemble, but silicone feet, metal base, like the shiny edge from when they trimmed it around the fucking, like, this is a silicone pad for, like, this is nice. This is, it actually doesn't fit because the headband strap, which, by the way, says Air Reference Series up here, is so wide that it wasn't designed for the headband. So even though it's got this nice little groove cut out with the little piece of silicone, it's actually bigger than that. So good try, Aune. At least you've given everyone a very nice headphone stand to put on. Like, it's kind of classy. It's classy. Probably didn't cost them more than $1 to put the million of those together, however many they got. Headphone build. Let's look at build first. It's not all metal. Get that out of your head. It looks it. They've done an amazing job to make a $300 headphone look like it's completely made out of some sort of fancy aluminum. But the entire cup here is plastic, these vent holes, and there are a lot of holes around. This is like, there's more holes around this than there are around the dock your mom works at. Oh, boom. Yeah, I actually didn't even notice. It's just like a complete, like, that's not open enough. Fuck it. Just the entire outside is just holes. Then the back, these are actually metal. This, I think, maybe it's not. Maybe that's plastic, but that's a metal insert. I could tell that the ribs here are metal because they're cold. This insert here, which is just barely sticking up on this side because I couldn't quite get it seated, is metal. And then whether this is plastic or metal doesn't fucking matter because it looks fan-fucking-tastic. That's plastic as well. Your adjustment is actually here. So your head strap, which is like, I don't think it's leather, but it's pretty fucking convincing. Has a Stax style adjustment, but it's weird because it moves not just the strap, but the headband up and down at the same time. But it's got nice positive clicks. And I haven't had it like throw off an adjustment on me. So very much approve of that. Stax, look into this. They're doing a great job. I've added these little indicators here with the magic markers because fuck you, this is what we do on this channel. If I'm confused at the moment's notice of like, oh, what side's left, what side's right, I'm just gonna get a magic marker. Take out my trusty Sharpies and be like, okay, I'm better now. Sometimes I got to do a white paint pen first so the colors pop, but you know, there you go. The pads. The stock pads, and if you look, there's just like, you're climbing right inside. This is the wildest thing. I could take the pad off, but it doesn't really. Oh, I'm gonna regret this. I feel like if I take the pad off, it's gonna be regret. I regret it already. Yeah, look at that. That is an extremely like angled, very forward bias driver. Like it is just fucking trying to leave the building. It looks like someone poured concrete and then there was an earthquake and it went like that. It went and got stuck there. The pads themselves, super thick in the back. A very quick memory foam, but definitely memory foam. I could feel it. We've got a nice, is that extra perforated? No. It's just a fabric around the fascia and on the inside. On the outside is a perforated pleather, and it's a standard pad, so you could swap them all you want. You can just go swapping crazy. And there's no fabric. This is all covered with the fabric and breather holes. Let's see how hard it is to get this back on. I'm usually a level 10 pad guru, but oh, there we go. You just got to get that first little bit, and then you got it. Thumb it, stretch it. Come on, you bitch. Hold it, do it, mark it, bring it, rotate. Oh, that's actually fed itself. Wow, I'm pretty good. Oh no, don't. See this part where it's just a little bit bent is going to be a fucking pain. All right, we're back in. Just stare at the wallpaper for a second while I'm working on this. Daddy's got to do this right. Don't rush, Daddy. Daddy's got to do this right. Okay, we're back. Pads are pretty comfortable, is what I meant to say. You might find them a bit warm. It is currently February, so it's not exactly like I need them to be cool, but the cloth feel might get a little bit to you in the summertime. We won't know. I do love how you can just grab the ridge here and like you have the most positive grip of this headphone of anything because it's literally like, oh, and you can just do whatever you need to. Very, very linear. I like that spring on top. For a first headphone, knocked it out of the fucking park. I can't wait for the second revision of this where they do something else that's just going to make it super awesome. So we'll grab it by this. We'll put it on. It fits nicely. The pads are a little bit, it's like, it's a weird cohesion thing where it doesn't clamp hard enough for super soft pads. Like I want super soft pads to crush. So it's a light touch and thick pad. So it feels kind of like you're carrying two beach balls under your arm. Like that, they feel like if they were heavier, you'd be more comfortable. It's like that feeling. Currently on the Wall 11 Topaz, not on battery because it's getting a weird signal with it. So I'm trying it without battery. So it'll probably die. So here's the deal. If you don't believe in burning, you're fucked. Because I got this set of headphones and I was super jazzed to hear them and they sounded terrible right out of the box. And I was like, oh, fuck. But people were talking about them, the ones they were hearing at shows at the exact same time. There was something going on 3 months ago or something where they're like, oh my God, I heard the Aune headphone. It was so smooth. And so I got them and they were treble murder. And I'm like, okay, let's pray. Let's hope and pray that burning is real in this case. So I threw them on burner rig. I have an 8-channel headphone amplifier there that just runs music all day long. So I put them during reviews and I tell it to turn on these lights and that goes off so you don't hear it. But I gave these 3 straight weeks. Figure out how many hours. Echo, how many hours in 3 weeks?
3 weeks is 504 hours.
Give it 500 fucking hours of burning. Now, that's easy for me because I don't, like, I get a headphone and I have 3 other headphones, so I don't care. Leave it on the thing. I literally went on vacation, and this was on the burning rig. And the 500 hours sounds like a lot, but if you just use them normally, you'll be fine. I'm sure they only needed like 100 or 200 or 300 or whatever. But after I took them back off the burning rig, and I only used them for like 30 minutes when I originally got them, and I was like disappointed as hell. I was like, fuck. I want to like these. And then 3 weeks later, I'm like, all right, they've been on here. I got to move things over. I got to add more shit. And now they're perfect. And what perfect is to these is smooth. Say it with me, everyone. Smooth. You think about Aune, the company that this is from. You think about all the products I've reviewed from theirs. The X8 Magic DAC, the S17 Class A, the Aune M1P with the with the fucking, I can't remember the name of the thing. The smoothing filter that is like a computer. This company doesn't do harsh. They don't do it. Nothing that Aune has ever made has been like, oh, treble, I don't like it. It's all been smooth. Their version of luxury, their version of what they want, from just referencing every single product, from the little tube portable, it's always been to smooth things out, which is why I was so confused when I first plugged them in. But after the burn-in period of 500 hours, I put them on my head, and I put on literally fucking anything. In this case, Deadmau5, Are My Dreams. And it's just a velvety experience. It's like there's no harshness to them at all anymore. The soundstage is just right. They're $300 and they're worth it. That's all you've come here to find out. You're welcome. Link in the description. I'm kind of fucked up from using my Eris, which is my future coming along collab, if it's not out by the time this comes out, because I'm going to make like 13 headphone reviews the next week. The Eris is a bass juggernaut monster. It's a Monstro from Pinocchio. And I'm getting so used to testing that and listening to that and showing that off that anything that doesn't have Eris bass is like, oh, this is lame. But these do like I'm listening right now so quiet that it could be it's like that is, there is the amount of volume I've given it for Mushoku Tensei's Chant. And there's just this sound. This quiet, like, I'll blast it for you. There's just bells and violins, and even at that volume, there's a warmth to the whole sound coming, whispering. These headphones are spa headphones. I've said that about speakers. There's spa speakers. I forget which model it was. I'm sure someone out there watching is like, oh, I had those speakers, Zeos. They were the British ones, the red ones. Oh, fuck, I forget the brand name. But they were like nice to the point of like, that is a bullet point. Like, I don't think I've ever played this is the first time I'm experiencing this, because I usually don't play headphones at a absolute whisper. Tends to be if I'm putting on music, I'm putting it on to listen to it. And if I'm having a conversation, that shit has to stop because I'm listening to music. But right now, the song is going to end. Is that what we're looking at? Or did everything die? There you go. This is the best sounding quiet headphone I've ever heard. I've only taken it past where there's an actual separation of channels. Only left channels playing. Left and right are playing. And somehow it's a full sound. I don't get it. I've listened to a lot of headphones, as is apparent. How is it doing so well at this? And there, the Dark Knight Rises just came on at one, and it started with a, and even though it's barely playing, like I could absolutely continue a conversation with someone and hear every word they're saying, and there's just music playing, and I can still hear all the depth in it. Like, that's weird, right? Like, that's weird. I don't expect it. Gotham's Reckoning. So let's put it up now. Just that nice little roll of these are a tube headphone. And not like, oh, unplug it from here and plug it into a tube, which I just did, because I don't think they need it. There's definitely a sound change when I switch between different amplification. It's light, though. It's very light. I think Aune's designed a headphone that will sound like it's running off an Aune amplifier, even if it's not. I'm going to stupid levels. Give me a second. It's about to do a thing. The thing is, it's comfortable up here, too. In the I hear the static of the microphones and it's about to kill me levels. Wow. Just discovering how well it's... Like, it sounds like there's a loudness control. On an old amplifier, if you had a loudness button, that wasn't because you're an asshole and you want to play it loud. That was so you could play it quieter, but still have, like, the bass and treble be at adjusted levels so you could still enjoy them. Because usually, sound gets anemic at quiet. You lower the volume on something and it's like, nah, 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 nah. But if there was still a subwoofer somewhere just like 30% higher than it should be, you would still feel it. If that treble was just able to reach past it, you would still feel it. That's these. I don't know how they're doing it, but I've heard some speakers. There was a speaker at an audio show years and years ago that they were playing it at a whisper. And it was guaranteed the best speaker I'd ever heard at that volume. Mackie MR624s are one of the best speakers ever. I have a baby. I'm gonna put that speakers right next to that fucking baby's crib, but I'm gonna turn it down to 1, and it's gonna play like this loud, but it's gonna be perfect. It somehow doesn't lose the dynamics, even when you've crushed it down to like that much dynamic range capability, because it's so quiet. I want to get off the quiet thing. I'm excited because I've discovered the quiet thing at this desk, because I don't ever play quiet. Each hasada. I liked the last movie. I liked The Dark Knight Rises. I know The Dark Knight's probably a better movie. We got Heath Ledger, but I liked Bane. There you go. Infected Mushroom Bombat. Just soundstage and weird sounds moving around. Perfectly rendered. I don't think I could think of another company's first headphone that has turned out this good, other than the needing like 500 hours of burn-in or 100 hours of burn-in, or I didn't test it. I just left it there and ignored it. But other than coming out of the box and being a little bit harsh, and I was like, oh, now that they're like definitely run in and definitely broken into my ears, and I've got the stretch is perfect, and the wire, I don't think the wire is making a huge difference. We could go back to the stock wire. I don't feel like it. You do that. Your thing. These are a smooth... I'm trying to think because the competition for this, until my Aris comes out and is the same price or whatever the fuck that is, and that's just all bass. The competition for this is probably the Harmonic Dyne fucking Zeus Elite. What is a Zeus Elite, like 330? That's like all... We got the Zeus Elite, we got the Sundara... I'm just looking at the wall, looking for competition. Sundara for sure, but these are smoother than Sundara and have better low end. The Zeus Elite might have more clear treble, but I think they're on par with low end. Again, everything's skewed because of my Aris and low end. There's not many more $300 headphones that I could think of from big manufacturers or known manufacturers that might compete with these. I think I have the Paras over there. Paras are cheaper. I'm astonished. I'm legit. I was hoping they'd be good because, again, I listed all the fucking Aune things I like. I like most of them. And I want this to be good. They look so good. And they could easily turn out to be shit. But, I mean, it's 5,000. Where do they go from here? Are they going to count down until the final headphone of their entire business career is like the AR1 and it's like 38,000 quivets because we've changed currencies by that time? Like, what's the deal? Why 5,000? It's kind of childish. 500 would have been fine. And someone was like, nah, AR5000s. These are getting a full-fledged recommendation. There are a lot of alternatives, and eventually my collab will come out, so I don't want to... I'd rather like this now, and you guys can worry about my collab later, because this, for what it does, for that, I can tell you this much, that quiet fucking playing does not exist in any other headphone I know of. If you know of a headphone that works really well at exceedingly soft volumes, please let me know. Let me see if I can read any more specs. I'm going to read some specs. I was just here. Headphone. Aune headphones. So they do the Jasper IEMs. Which, did I like those? I don't remember if I liked them. 15 millimeter innovative driver. MLD. 28 ohms. Ultra low distortion. Variably adjustable. I assume they mean the height. Patented wearing system. I don't think that's a thing, actually. And they are light. I will say this. They are, because a lot of this isn't metal, it is actually a relatively lightweight plastic headphone, but nothing creaks. Like, again, first headphone jitters. So many companies fucked this up. They haven't fucked this up. Pure, stable sound. This driver is unlike any other. Open back, innovative structure. The MDL multi-layered distributed diaphragm provides a balance of stiffness and dampening, further solving the problem of breakup often found in large driver. That might be why it is so good quiet. Extends to 40,000 hertz, which no one cares about. Blah, 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 blah. Powerful, deep bass. I love the whoosh animation. She's feeling it. She's feeling it for realsies. You know what's fucked? I actually haven't played this on any other own piece of equipment. What if they synergistically just harmonize and then cum shoots out of every orifice? Think about it with that guy right there. So wait, this guy has got the Aune Yuki on a phone, on the headphones, showing grandpa, ma? When people get old, they're all the same sex. Grandpa, I think. He's wearing a pink shirt. I mean, only Vegeta's allowed to wear a pink shirt. I think they actually made it shinier for a couple of these pictures. They may have made a model of this that was full metal. A lot of these pictures look shinier than it is. They might have made an all metal one and went, nah, it's too expensive and too heavy. A pleasant surprise, outstanding sound and performance. I mean, this is on Aune's website, so they're not going to publish shit ones. Let's see what Amazon has to say. 3 ratings, 4.6 stars. Very enjoyable, nice to look at, and good detail, full sounding. Good match, 4 stars. Listening through A17 Pro, he did more than me. A great match, 2 products match up well. I don't understand why they have to match. Had a fairly solid build. I don't read other reviews beforehand, so this is fun doing them during. From China to Germany, and to the ears of the Austrian Chamber Choir, Aune Audio brings you one of the most comfortable plus, not to mention elegant pairs of headphones. Did AI write this? Yes, there are many great chi-fi choices through the years, including Sundaras, Sivas, and all Moondrop, plus the various harmonic dynes, all which are good but never seem to excite. Think of an unveiled HD600. Ooh, this guy's getting technical. Straight out of the box, plugged into my portable device without a DAC amp, simply because these are powerful. You can hear every standalone instrument with clarity I've never heard of in this price range. Love the nuance on every level, giving my MM100 competition. Think of planars with faster speed and girth, lol, whatever that means. This music lover says buy 2 sets. Okay, verified purchase man. He's excited. I'm just gonna read his recommendations from now on. No, these are fucking solid. If you're worried about them, don't be. They're 100% a buy. If the wire was a little nicer, and I don't even want a case, honestly. I don't mind. They came in a cardboard box with some brown velvet. The headphone stand is a beautiful little adjustment. It's so weird that I guess maybe if you do this, put the metal on there, but that's not how that's supposed to go. It also gets a little bit close for the wire, in my opinion, but, you know, it's fucking... You got a free headphone stand, bro. Made of aluminum. So yeah, no, I'm giving the Aunes. They're just such a nice place to be. I'm just gonna give you the warning though. Burn them in, leave them in a sock drawer, plug your player into an external plug, and just don't burn your house down. They're just smooth. They're just the smoothest fucking headphone, and apparently are still enjoyable at this level. That's ready, off, sound bleed to there. I'm trying to think of an instance where I'd want to listen to a headphone super quiet, like it's required. Really can't think of one other than using them at the store, then like not turning your music off, just turning it down real far. That's so wild. What are we playing? How to Destroy Angels? Parasite. Perfect. Anyway, taking these off. I'm done. Trying to keep these reviews under 25 minutes now. I did a 38-minute review of the Heavy earlier today. 38 minutes. Why, Zeos? What the fuck were you doing? People drive to Connecticut and back in 38 minutes. Anyway, wallpaper in the Wallpaper Horde. Links to these. Patreon, subscribe star, support this channel. They really do, and I really do appreciate everyone who's helped me over the years and continues to help me. You get to see reviews early for $5 a month. You get to participate in yard sales for $5 a month. Hell, you even get to listen to sound demos, losslessly, and the previous sound demos that have all gone missing from YouTube for $5 a month. And you know what else? Love you. And for $10 a month, you could ask me questions directly in the private behind-the-scenes Telegram chat with me and 200 other people. Usually it gets up to around there. And then once you're in that chat for $10 a month, you get into a lifetime swap meet channel to buy, sell, and trade gear that I never kick you out of. So it's a nice little private trading post where many people will sell and buy things. You guys are very fickle. Audiophiles are like, you know what I was into yesterday? Music. You know what I'm into today? Different music. Sell everything I've owned. I'm like, the guy who gave me the Watt 23, the $9,000 Watt 23, he got the $17,000 Mascobo, and now all of a sudden, not only is the $9,000 Watt 23, but the Nautilus is in the swap meet, $2,000 off each. It's like, well, okay, I guess just throw away money. There you go. And it's gonna be a pain in the dick to ship that, but that's the kind of fucking deals you're going to find. And it goes down to like cheaper stuff too. But fuck, there's like $18,000 in gear in one post. Anyway, I'm done. You're done. We're done. Aune's done. Let's see how long I've been recording this. 27 minutes. It was this close to being good under 25. Anyway, keep an eye out for these things. They are mildly spectacular. That, you know what? That's perfect. Because they're not like, oh my God, they're going to be tungsten. They're just mildly spectacular for $300. I approve. Highly.